Hi you guys, so today we're going to review simplifying radicals and start simplifying radicals with variables in them. So how do we simplify radicals? You break down the number, making our factor tree, until only the prime numbers are left. The index number, or the number right here on your radical, tells you how many of a kind you need in a group. So if it's a square root, you don't see the little 2 there. If it's a cube root, you need groups of 3s. If it's a fourth root, you need things in groups of 4. And remember, once you have groups, any groups get to go outside of the radical, and everything else have to be left inside. Everything that comes out gets multiplied together. Everything that stays in gets multiplied together. So if we look at our first example, simplify the square root of 24, a to the third, b to the fifth. We would start with breaking down the square root of 24. We know 24 is 6 times 4. 6 is 2 times 3. 4 is 2 times 2. So underneath the square root, we have a 2, a 2, a 2, and a 3. We also have a to the third, so 3 a's, and b to the fifth, 5 b's. Okay. So who gets to go outside? Who gets to stay in? If we have a square root, there's a little 2 right there, right? We need groups of 2. That group of 2 goes out. There's one group of A's that go out. Here's a group of B's. Here's a group of B's. So this 2, this 3, this A, and this B gets to stay in. 2, 3, A, and B. So our final answer is 2ab squared, because there's 2 b's on the outside. Inside, 2 times 3 is 6ab. Okay, look at the next one. Since this one has an index of 3, we need groups of 3. Breaking down 72. 9 times 8 is 72. 9 is 3 times 3. 8 is 4 times 2. 4 can be broken down to 2 times 2. So I see a 3, a 3, a 2, a 2, a 2. X to the 6 means I have 6 x's. Y to the 4th means I have 4 y's. So who gets to go outside? Who gets to stay in? On this one, we said we need groups of 3 to get to go out. Here's one group of 3. Here's one group of 3. Here's one group of 3. One group of 3 on the y's. Who doesn't have a group? This 3, this 3, and this y. So our final answer, 2x squared y, is on the outside. There's one group of 2's, 2 groups of x's, one group of y's. Inside, underneath the cube root, 3 times 3 is 9y. Okay. Moving on to example 2. The square root of 96. Well, 2 times 48 is 96. 2 times 24 is 48. 8 times 3 is 24. 4 times 2 is 8. And 4 is 2 times 2. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2's. 1, 3 at the bottom of my branches. There's 8 A's. There's 9 B's. Our index right here is a 2. We need groups of 2. Group of 2, group of 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's a group of 2. All right. So, who gets to go outside? A group of 2 and a group of 2. There was 4 groups of A's, 4 groups of B's. Who has to stay in? A 2 and a 3. And 1B. So on the outside, 2 times 2 is 4. If there was 4 groups of A's, you have A to the 4th. 4 groups of B makes B to the 4th. The square root of 2 times 3 is 6B. All right, on the next one, we have a 4th root, so we need groups of 4. Well, what makes 64? 8 times 8 is 64. 4 times 2 is 8. 2 times 2 is 4. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 2's. There's 10 x's. There's 15 y's. 5, 6, 7, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now I need groups of 4. So, group of 4 here gets to go out. Those other 2's have to stay in. Group of 4 on the x's comes out. Group of 4 x's comes out. 1 x to stay in. Group of y's comes out. Group of y's. Group of y's. And there's 3 y's left on the inside. So what's my final answer? 2x squared, y to the 3rd. The 4th root of 4xy squared. Cubed. Sorry. That's a 3. Okay. All right. Last set. This one we need groups of 5. 729 is 3 times 243. 243 is 3 times 81. 81 is 9 times 9. 9 is 3 times 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 3's. We have 8 A's and 5 B's. Now we said we need groups of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3's. And then inside the 5th root is a single 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 A's. So one group of A's comes out. And there's 3 A's left over, so A to the 3rd. There's 5 B's. So then that's my final answer. 3AB, 5th root of 3A to the 3rd. Okay? All right, last one. The cube root of 125, A to the 7th, B to the 12th. You have 25 times 5 makes 125. And 5 times 5 is 25. So there's 3 5's, 7 A's, 12 B's. I need groups of 3. So, group of 3 on my 5's gets to go out. There's my cube root. 1, 2, 3 A's. 1, 2, 3 A's. So A and an A comes out. This A has to stay in. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So 4 groups of B's total on the outside. So 5A squared, B to the 4th. The only thing left inside is a single A. Hopefully this was a review for you. All we did was really add in the letters and make different quantities in a group, like 5th roots, cube roots, 4th roots. Okay? So if you have any questions on this, then you need to ask next class. Otherwise, we will practice this, and you have your problems in your practice packet, homework packet that you guys could be working on. Okay? I will see you in class tomorrow.